Hello, everybody. I think I'm going through. Just want to make sure. Hello. Hi. Well, Donna Kay here, your ADHD health practitioner. Now, I would love to know who tuning in has ever struggled with their kids at dinner time. Say me in the comments if this is a battle you can relate to. A child who refuses to stay seated. That was my son, that is for sure. Kids who fight with each other through the entire meal. Arguments or complaints over the food that is served, picky eating battles, and the list goes on and on. You know, dinner time can be an incredibly difficult time of the day, especially for families of children with ADHD. So, who wants to hear some tricks and tips to help make dinner time less of a battle and more of an enjoyable experience each day? Tell me yes in the comments if you are ready to dive in. Now, I know that, having meal times every day is a family experience. You want it to be enjoyable. And I'm so excited to be able to talking with you about this topic because it's one of the most common issues that families of children with ADHD deal with. But before we get started, as always, I just want to introduce myself to anyone who might not know me yet. Like I said, my name is Dana. I am the creator of the ADHD Thrive Method for Kids program, which helps children with ADHD reduce their symptoms using natural strategies. I'm a board certified holistic health and nutrition practitioner, and I work with families all across the USA, teaching them how to support their children with ADHD naturally. Okay, so before we get into the tips and tricks, I just want to share some information about why it's so important to eat together as a family. I just learned that October is Eat Better, Eat Together month. So I thought this topic fit absolutely perfectly today. So, as an aside, don't you just love these national or worldwide special days? Some of them are so, so funny or ridiculous. Okay, literally, listen to this one. National Nose Picking Day. Okay, so it's April 23rd, if you're wondering. Maybe mark it on your calendar. Maybe one of your kids might find that super funny. Or Ask a Stupid Question Day, which, again, if you're wondering, is September 28th. Now, that's totally random and off topic. And that's what, generally, a lot of the time, I do go off topic. So let's get back to Eat Better, Eat Together month, which is going on right now. Now, you probably already know that studies show that eating together as a family has many benefits, but did you know that eating together as a family can also help with ADHD symptoms? What? Yes, it can. So there are 4 benefits of eating together as family. Number 1 is eating together as a family can foster healthier eating habits in children. Now, a study by JAMA Network Open showed the connection between family meals and healthier eating habits, especially among adolescents. Now, you're probably asking, what does that have to do with ADHD? Well, healthier eating habits, as you may already know, lead to less inflammation in the body, the brain, and the gut. And we know that inflammation exacerbates ADHD symptoms. So it makes sense that less inflammation you have, the fewer symptoms that are exacerbated. So if you'd like to know more about how inflammation affects ADHD symptoms and haven't yet watched my free masterclass, I want to invite you to watch that. Now, it's only 25 minutes long and chock full of information about how the foods we eat can affect ADHD. I'm going to pop a link to that masterclass into the description of this video. Number 2 is eating together as a family can improve kids' social skills. Now, a Science Daily article explained that children who regularly eat with their families at the dinner table have more social skills than those who do not regularly do so. And many children with ADHD struggle socially. So, building in this time to practice is so important. Eating together as a family can reduce stress, and studies suggest that children who eat together with their families on a regular basis have less stress than those who don't. And if you think about it, it makes sense, totally makes sense. One of the keys to fighting stress is having a support system in place. By eating together with their families, kids are hopefully provided with an opportunity to share about their worries and fears and anxieties, building up their confidence and support system. Stress within the body, just like inflammation, can also exacerbate ADHD symptoms. So, the more we can reduce stress, the better. So, number four, eating together can strengthen family relationships. Parents can use the dinner table to strengthen the whole family relationship, encourage children to share about their day, show them through active listening that they matter and that their thoughts and feelings matter. Now, for kids with ADHD, their connection to their parents is often one of the keys to regulating their nervous systems and managing their emotions. One of the most common challenges that parents tell me about is emotional dysregulation, a child who cannot seem to keep their emotions in check. So, do you want to know what helps them learn these valuable skills? It's their parents or their caregivers. It's the connection within that key relationship. And one easy way to build that connection is at the dinner table. So today, guys, I want to offer a challenge. Eat together as a family as often as you can this month and use that time to build up your child, to strengthen that connection, to encourage the positive things you see in them. Now, our kids, especially with challenges, hear so many negative messages throughout the day. Let's take a few minutes each day to give them some positive ones. So, now moving on to some tips and tricks. You thought that was it, didn't you? But no, I've got more. And it can help make family meals together more enjoyable and less of a battle. So, who is ready for those tips? If you're ready, say yes or yes, already. I'm ready in the comments. Okay, so tip number one, bring a book to the table. This could be a joke or a chapter book or a shorter picture book, depending on the ages of your children. Incorporating reading into dinner time. As you do this more often, kids begin to look forward to this time with you. Plus, you're also helping to develop a love of reading. Total win win there. Tip number two is play some music. Music can really be powerful and affect the mood of the whole room in big ways. So play some relaxing or fun music to enjoy as you eat. Tip number three is get out some fancy dishes on occasion. Now, this small shift makes an everyday dinner feel like a special occasion and can do a lot to help make dinner that evening fun and special. We don't generally eat at our dinner table, we eat at our kitchen bench. And so every now and again, we'll bring out all those nice places, we'll eat at the dinner table, and it's something special that we can remember together. Tip number four, remember what you can control and what you can't control. You are in charge of providing healthy food, but your children are in charge of what they eat and how much. When you forget those roles, that's when power struggles begin to take over. Tip number five, try conversation starters to use every evening at the dinner table. Kids often, need that prompt to talk about things on their mind and be interested in conversations. I know when I ask my kids, like, what did you do today? I always say, I don't know, nothing. You can research different topics on the web. You can write them on small pieces of paper and put them in a bowl, or you can actually buy boxes on Amazon specifically designed for this. Or there are many options to buy online. I'm going to pop some of my favorites in the description or in the comments below. Tip number six is use the 10-minute rule. When kids have a sense of how long something is going to take, and they will be able to get up and play or do something very soon, often that is enough to keep them seated. Kids with ADHD generally tend to be very visual, so having like a timer, I like those clocks that, count down, have got the red that, goes smaller, those sort of things, and they can see how long they need to stay seated for, and it's really, really great. I'll also pop a link into the description so you can see the one that I use. Tip seven, play small games at the table like Spot It, or Taco vs. Burrito. And fun fact, one of my son's friends actually created Taco vs. Burrito with his mum. It's insane. It's got taken off on Amazon. Tip number eight, offer activities before mealtime to calm them before sitting, such as jumping on a trampoline or 5 minutes of exercise. And finally, we're coming towards the end. Tip nine, If you've got a really hyperactive child and you haven't started to reduce that inflammation as yet, try a sensory seat or a weighted vest. Now, I'm going to pop links to a couple of items into the description, and I hope this has been helpful. If you've got any other questions, as always, don't hesitate to reach out or pop them into the comments below. But I hope you enjoy, this special time this month. Eat better, eat together. And I'm wondering if maybe I should do a live in April about, National Picking Your Nose Day. If I get overwhelming responses on yes, please do that, I might just do it or maybe not. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm always happy to help. Take care. Bye for now.